is gonna be the craziest story you ever hear. I never wanted to be a firefighter at all. As I was teaching 5th grade, and one of my favorite students, I let him read Harry Potter after he finished his work. So at Christmas time, he would buy gifts for the teachers. So he bought me a snow globe, and I opened the snow globe up, and there's a firefighter in it. And I said, man, why you didn't give me a teacher? He's like, they didn't have any teachers left, so I got it from the dollar store. And 6 months later is when I tested. But the recruiter came to my graduation party when I graduated from Rockford College, and I told him I didn't want to become a firefighter, but I told him that I would help people study for the test. So I got a bunch of guys at my kitchen table, and we were studying for this test. And they were afraid to take the test. Well, back then it was free, so I said, I'll meet you on Saturday, and we all take the test together. So we meet up on Saturday, and none of them showed up. So I'm in there, and it's 7:55, and they're saying, come on, take the test. I'm like, nah, I got a job already. And they talked me into taking it that day. And that's how I became a firefighter. You're never alone in the fire service. You know, a lot of kids get out of high school and get out of their parents' house, and then they feel like they're alone, where I can go to any firehouse in the United States and feel like I'm with somebody else. When we went on a trip to watch the Bears. I'm a Bears fan, so we went on a trip to watch the Bears play Washington in D.C., and I jogged past the firehouse and stopped in there, and they told me every place to go, the places to avoid. So you're never alone in the fire service, and that's another thing that I try to push out to a lot of recruits.
It's brotherhood.
Oh, a big one. They have no clue. They have no clue what it is, you know. A father, a husband, a brother, a mentor, coach. I mean, I spend my time doing a lot of stuff trying to give back to the community. Just show them some type of mistakes that I made and how not to go down those paths, and try to help everybody out. So when I leave here, I got to go do a mentoring at Auburn High School. So it's always something. But other than that, I'm just a resource, big resource. I grew up in the inner city Chicago, and if it was not for a lot of grown-ups there that kind of helped out, there's no telling where I would have been, considering the things that I saw. So like, my mission is just a path that they led, and just a way to give back. They always told us how to do stuff and showed us how to do stuff. So I want to do the same thing and try to give back and let people know about the mistakes I made and how to navigate around them. The whole purpose of the book was to use my kids to show other kids that somebody that looks like them can go down these pathways. So you kind of want to inspire them and expose them to something different. It's crazy because the society is only equipped to do what they've been exposed to. So if you look out the window and you see one thing, that's what you're gonna be. You see ducks, you're gonna turn into a duck, you know. So you want to put all the animals out there. You want to put all the careers out there that's attainable, and make sure they have an opportunity to go for them. It's a two-part thing where you have your fire service community, and then you have a community that you serve, right? And this is just my philosophy and my thinking on it. If you look at public servants and the reason that they don't get along with the community is because you have people that are in areas that are policing or firefighters or serving the area that cannot relate to the people that they're serving. So now we try to, as a recruiter, you try to bridge that gap, because, you know, we got to figure out, we do a needs analysis, and we got to figure out what areas, how the fire service compares to the actual population. And then you want that population to mirror the fire service, and it's something that I may not see in my lifetime, because we have a long way to go in terms of diversity and inclusion. But I think that once we get it to where a firefighter jumps off a truck or a police officer pulls you over, it's somebody that you can relate to, that's from that neighborhood, or you have some type of background with them, will be in a different area. So when you talk diversity, I'm always thinking socioeconomic diversity, you know, black, white is always what comes up, but really somebody that can relate to a lot of problems that people are having. Got to build trust, because without that trust, then you get the confrontation. You should be able to find someone that looks like you in any career, female, whatever it is. And that would be my word of advice. Look for someone that looks like you. Think outside of the box and be open. Don't have a comfort zone. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of one things, but don't have a comfort zone, because you don't want to get locked into just being what you've been exposed to. That exposure line is about the most important thing that I can preach. Be exposed to as much as you can, and then you decide what you want. You decide what path you want to go down.